resolutions were just empty words unless he followed them now. The choice could not be made in advance. So in effect, this backwards-looking anguish is the knowledge that no matter what commitments we make now or made in the past, we are always technically able to undo them later. There is nothing forcing us to keep to them. It is the terrifying fact that we are never done with our will. We can never just lay down a set of principles and say, right, this is what I'm doing from now on, because at any time we are free to break them. So to keep those values alive, we must be constantly and exhaustingly renewing them. It is totally understandable that this would create anxiety. This idea of our radical and unchecked freedom and how distressing it can be links quite closely with ideas Nietzsche had about the death of God. Part of the reason Sartre thinks we are so free is because without a divine authority, there is nothing standing in the way of us recognizing our bare responsibility for ourselves and our actions. If there is a God or a predefined cosmic metaphysical order, then we have a ready-made place and something we can align and sublimate our wills to. But without that, we are just thrown into the world, totally free and yet without a set of signposts to show us the way to live a good life. If you think about it, this is an extraordinary amount of pressure. As Nietzsche pointed out, it means we do not just have to act, but also craft the very notions of right and wrong that we will use in our lives. It means there is no one to hide behind, and nothing to absolve us of blame or responsibility if we ever go awry. We are forever standing in the dock, open to the judgment of the world and of others, and with no higher authority to appeal to. Throw in the idea that we can make self-destructive or horrific choices, and this is the perfect recipe for anxiety. This is part of the reason why philosophers like Schopenhauer or Dostoevsky were worried about the consequences of a decline in religious belief. It opens up these rather distressing possibilities that we then have to confront. And interestingly, it seems it's precisely when we are most comfortable that we can become aware of this terrifying freedom. When we are fully immersed in an activity or fighting for survival, Sartre suggests that we lose a certain reflexive self-consciousness. We temporarily manage to escape this crushing liberty through immersion in a commitment. This then forms an unfortunate kind of poetry. We fight for survival, and then for safety, and then for comfort.